Hello, my name is Pat Stitt and I'm a commercial landscaper, and I just wanted to show you guys on YouTube some of the stuff that I have going on. But before I do that, I want to hop out of this truck and show you guys this amazing sunrise that's coming up behind me here. I'm at a shopping center, and if we look in the background we can see this amazing sunrise and clouds there. We're at a shopping center here, and if I can pick it out, there's a, let's see, anyway, we're gonna be spraying today. We're in our weed wagon truck, and it's about 7 a.m. on January 18th, 2020. So we're going to spray today at this food line. We're going to spray today at another food line. Then we're going to head down to a really big shopping center where there's like a Walmart, Lowe's located. We're going to spray that. At the food lines, we're going to be spraying for weeds and just pretty much in the concrete cracks and stuff like that. And over at the big shopping center, we'll be spraying in the grass for stuff that's growing in the grass that are weeds, broadleafs and stuff like that. So I'll let you know what's going on throughout the day. I'm about to get started here. All right, so right here spraying pretty much just for weeds in the cracks. We got a 4-gallon backpack sprayer and our little wand, and we're looking for stuff like weeds in the cracks and stuff. Before I start any trouble, I am certified in the state that I live in by the state to spray for pesticides. Pump this thing up a little bit. My boss is pretty particular about weeds and how they'll grow and bust up blacktop and even concrete. So we spend a lot of time spraying weeds. I'm gonna keep this kind of short because it's freezing cold out here. It's early January, mid-January, and it's about 30 degrees. I'm back here in the back of the shopping center and just noticed that somebody must have had a little campfire here right beside the building. Pretty dangerous. I think back in these woods back here there's like maybe a homeless camp or something, but yeah, I noticed that right by the building. So gotta get that cleaned up. It's so cold out here that I barely dropped my spray wand and the tip snapped right off in when it hit the ground. And it's only about 30 degrees, so maybe it's not that cold out here, but thankfully I have multiple backpack sprayers, and I've got another tip that's the same as the one that's broken, so I'm gonna swap it out, see if I can keep on moving. Let's see, I'm trying to get a picture. If you look right over my shoulder, there's a big house back there. It's one of the most beautiful houses in my area. It's such a beautiful house. And I want to get a picture of it real quick to show you. I'm just about finished up at this shopping center. Going to move on to the next. Got to go back and clean up the little campfire in the back. But, see you in a little bit. All right, I've made it to the second food line, second shopping center. It's about 9 a.m., 9:15 or so. Special thanks to my favorite local diner for an excellent breakfast. This particular shopping center I know very well because if you can, let's see, if you can look down the way there's the grocery store, and then right beside it, I believe it's a doctor's office or maybe a pharmacy now, but that used to be a CVS pharmacy where my wife worked for many years when she was still working. So I've been here many times, but also I remember this shopping center from an experience that I had working here this summer, where in some of the beds around here there was some ground cover stuff that the boss wanted ripped out of here, and really the only way to do it was to get down into they were like some kind of root thing that was built into the ground or growed into the ground, and had to be ripped up pretty much by hand, and it was a pain. It was one of the worst jobs I had to do the entire last year. Plus it was in the summer, in the heat, on the blacktop. Just one of the worst jobs I had last year. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a background about myself. Like I said, my name is Pat Stitt. I live in North Carolina. I'm 41 years old. I've been a groundskeeper for 18 years, and I've been a head athletic groundskeeper for 15 of those years or so. So my job for many years is to oversee an athletic grounds crew, take care of ball fields and stuff. So the whole time, the whole 18, almost 19 years now that my day job is to take care of ball fields, but I've been doing side work and jobs in the evening and pretty much just subbing for large contractors the entire time through the whole 18 years. So I've pretty much done it all in that amount of time. Like I said, from specialty work on ball fields to just cutting grass and running mowers to weed whacking or clearing ditches. I do a lot of spraying because, like I said, I have a North Carolina pesticide license. So I do it all, especially during this time of year in January, the cold months when everything really slows down, especially for ball field work. And so I'll pretty much pick up whatever I can during this time of year. But anyway, let me grab, kind of parched here, grab a drink real quick. Gotta remember, it's important to drink your water. It's not very hot today. Actually, it's really cold today, but I am walking a lot. I'll be taking a lot of steps today, walking and pretty much just spraying all day long. When I leave here, I'll be headed to the big shopping center to do a different type of spraying here. I've pretty much been spraying at these first two shopping centers, pretty much been spraying for weeds, what everybody sprays. At the large shopping center, I'm going to be spraying in the grass for broadleaf type weeds that grow in the grass. So it's a completely different type of spray. It's something you'd have to have a license to even acquire the spray. So anyway, just wanted to give you a little bit about my background. This job right here is a quick one. There's not too much here, so I'm going to spray it real quick and then I'm going to head on to the large shopping center. I have made a mistake. I said this morning that we were going to be doing 2 small shopping centers and 1 large shopping center, but that was wrong. We're going to be doing 4 small shopping centers and 1 large shopping center. So right now We are at shopping center number 3. I'm gonna whip this one out so we can keep on moving. This is probably the biggest one of the small ones that we'll do. It's all these buildings as I move around here, and then the big shopping center in the back, a retention pond in the back. But I'm gonna flip the camera around, and as I get started, I'm gonna just show you some of the stuff that I'm looking for as I spray for weeds. And again, I'm just spraying what people normally spray for weeds, and I'm mostly spraying in just a parking lot or around a building. So I'm not too worried about killing grass and stuff like that. My weather is good, not too windy. I'm keeping a pretty solid stream real close to the ground as I spray. So let me see if I can, don't think I can flip around, so I'm gonna have to start another one, and I'm just gonna get me moving around spraying a little bit and show you what I'm looking for. Really quick, some of the weeds I'm looking for, especially back under this dark area in the back of this grocery store here. Got some, looks like grass to me, some other kind of, definitely a weed here. Some grass and weed mixes. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Some kind of tall growing weed, and I don't know the name of these weeds. I probably should, but I just know they gotta go. Some other stuff, looks like some dead stuff from where I sprayed before, and then we can see how this grows up all through here. The sand is built up, and then these cracks. Give it a quick spray and that'll take care of this stuff. Here's a good one. Let's see if I can get it down there. Big reoccurring weed. It's yellow from where I sprayed it last time, and looks like it came back green, so I'm gonna spray it down again. All right, guys, just finished up shopping center number 3, and I just got blessed. Just found a gem. I found 2 $1 bills that were like folded up together, that were like blown into a pile of leaves in the corner. I picked them up, and so I went over to, I had breakfast this morning, but right now it's getting close to just after 11 o'clock, so I was really hungry, probably because I probably walked about 10 miles today already, just spraying. Well, that's probably an exaggeration, but I went back to my favorite local cafe place and got a sausage biscuit, and so that's what I'm doing right now, and then I'm heading over to shopping center number 4. Pet Stitt here. All right, I'm at our final stop of the day, but it's easily it's the biggest. This is the big shopping center I've been telling you about, and I don't really have time to show you, but if you look all behind me, it covers both sides of the road, and it goes way on down. If you can see, it'll cut way on down that way and around the road, and you got a bunch of big businesses out here. But anyway, I've been out here a while already. I didn't get much of a lunch because when I got home to take lunch, I looked at the weather and I saw that there's a threat of rain. So the chemical that I have, I've got to get it down. I'm not too concerned about getting rained on myself, but I don't want my chemical to get rained on. It's got to have some time to sit and work before it can be rained on. So I look like I'm good to go now. I just got to keep on moving. So the big shopping center, last stop. We'll get to spraying. I want to show you guys what I'm spraying for out here. This is not what people would normally spray for weeds. This is something that we've had to use our license to be able to buy, and it's very expensive. Let me walk over here to the grass. let me turn this camera around. If you can see there in the grass, these kind of clover looking weeds and stuff that are growing in there, and how not everything is just dormant grass. We're trying to spray for that stuff. So we can spray this chemical right directly onto the grass, and it should only affect these certain weeds and not the grass, because the grass is dormant right now. It's basically laying asleep. It's not dead, it's just dormant. So we should be able to spray this chemical on there, take care of our broadleaf type weeds, and the grass should be good to go. That's what we're hoping. Welcome to another broadleaf disaster, brought to you by Stitt. Now, if you look behind me, you'll see the grass that we maintain. It's starting to grow some broadleaf in it as we're about into the winter, and so we're going to spray it to try to keep it down. Now, as I turn this way, you may be able to see the broadleaf disaster behind me. As I move forward, you may be able to see the line from where we stop and they start. That's pretty bad. That's not too bad. But as I come over here, if I can just flip this over and get a little closer for you guys, that's what we're trying to avoid in the wintertime. And if you can see down the way a little bit where it gets really thick and bunched up. All right, that's really bad. That's what we're trying to avoid. That's why we're spraying right now. If you do this kind of work and you want to know what I'm spraying to try to get rid of this stuff, I'll make sure to leave my email in the description down below. Send me an email and I'll let you know for sure, because this stuff is good stuff. It costs, but it does the job. All right, guys, Stitt here. We made it through the day, finally. We hit 4 shopping centers, 4 small shopping centers like we said we would this morning. Well, we said we were going to hit 2 this morning. We ended up adding 2 more for 4 shopping centers. We ended up hitting the big shopping center, spraying for weeds all day long. We sprayed basically with Roundup Pro this morning at the 4 shopping centers just to get weeds in the cracks and in the streets and around the building, sidewalks and stuff like that. And went over to the big shopping center. We were basically spraying, it's called SpeedZone, and we were spraying in the grass for broadleaf stuff that's growing up in the grass like weeds. So I'm going to show you guys real quick what I got over here in the back of the truck. Pretty much the whole thing, I use these Stanley Backpack Sprayers. And I know they're not the most expensive thing, but they work. I even got a really old one right here. They work good, and I can interchange the parts, and they keep me going. I've been using them for a long time. They always hold up, so I'm really happy with these. And so what you guys probably want to know about Roundup Power Max II, you have to have a license to get this, so the homeowner can't do it. My North Carolina pesticide license is what allows me to buy this. Use this on the weeds and the cracks and stuff like at the sidewalk cracks, around the building, at the food line shopping centers that we did today is what we use this. We mixed in a little bit of Hook stuff. Hook is just surfactant. Surfactant is just what you mix this in the backpack sprayer with their chemical, and basically it's a sticking agent. It causes this chemical to stick to whatever it's supposed to stick to, so it doesn't wash away too fast and allows it to kill it like it's supposed to. So Roundup Power Max II, if you want to get a close up on that. That's what we did at the food line shopping centers, the 4 small shopping centers. And then when we sprayed in the grass, we used SpeedZone Southern Broadleaf Herbicide for turf. Now this stuff's not cheap, but it works real good. In the video you've probably seen where I showed some examples of the stuff that we've been spraying, where it's in pretty good condition. It's starting to show some broadleaf weed growth, so we went ahead and sprayed it. But you saw where what hasn't been sprayed all throughout since the summer, and the big difference with this stuff, it does work good. SpeedZone Southern Broadleaf Herbicide for turf, and if you want to zoom in on that in the box, this is the box we get it in. So again, all this stuff, you got to have a license to use it, but if you're really interested, you can contact a licensed pesticide sprayer in your area, and they can take care of you. So I like to, just like we did this morning, we'll finish the video with the, we started the video with the sunrise, so we'll finish the video with the sunset. So as I swing around this way, we're out here on the beautiful Carolina coast, as you can see, where whatever kind of clouds those are, real cool. You can just barely see through those trees where the sun is setting. And it's so pretty. It's a cold January day, probably getting close to, I don't know, 30 degrees out here or so. So we're going to wrap it up. But I'm Pat Stitt, and I'll see you next time.